and enlighten you on the problem when our institution, when our education for Nigeria don't the face for time, like them talk am. Today, we don't come again. Eduradio, now maybe your team leader, even though we get our backup team, and maybe the person when they talk today. My name is Comrade Omang Dave. Eduradio still bringing teachers in common. For sake of say, we did committed. When we say change begins with you, we are the advocate for change. Now we go begin to change things. Nobody things go change us. As we the advocate for good and quality education, we the advocate for sake of say, is it better for this country? It go better for the citizens. As you all know, the importance of education cannot be overemphasized. Education they leads what they call to enable upward socio-economic growth or development. Education they help to break this high level of inequality. Education they help to break the cycle of poverty. Education they bring about tolerance. Oh, no wonder maybe federal government bring about the unity schools. What about the National Youth Service Corps? What is its essence, by the way? Because of the polarization, the cultures, our religion, our tribes, in fact, our differences, they can't bring people together. So make them join body together. Make them come together. And now with education, we can understand ourselves. See how we go feel grow ourselves. See how we feel grow our community. See how we feel move on. Education is key. Like I talked the last time, education is key. Some people see how they bad luck. Take the statistics from 1990. Where were we? Some few years back, you will not recall, Cameroonian students, they come Nigeria come school. Ghanaian students, they come Nigeria come school. In fact, we even had some American lecturers here. We had Indian lecturers in Nigeria. We had British lecturers in Nigeria. Today, we are there. Let's go back to the trail again. Now, we have, if the educational system is good or they better, why is it that we have over 30,000 Nigerian students in South Africa? You paid some money, I paid some money. We contribute together, add to kill apartheid for South Africa. But today, Nigerian students, they wrong, go South Africa. If for sake of say you say better education, why can't we better our own? If for say to say greener pasture, why can't we do something better here? What about Ghana? Not too long ago, they were all here in Nigeria. Who will say Ghana must go? They don't go. Go put their acts together. Ghana is better. Ghana is less than about 35 million people. The budgetary allocation to Ghanaian people or education is well over 23% out of the 26% as ascribed by United Nations, UNESCO. And what do UNESCO mean? We for Eduradio, we they work in line with the guideline as set aside by the UNESCO, United Nations Educational and Scientific and Cultural Organization, will be UNESCO. It's set aside what be in role or in function. The function not to bring about global peace and security by promoting collaborations among nations through education, through cultural sciences, we go give birth to waiting, justice, equality, good governance, brotherliness, and more so for what we call that global oneness. Education is key. Why is it that we are running away? Before now, like I said earlier in our own Eduradio studio, before now, we get about less than 8,000 Nigerian students in USA, they call United States of America. Now the figure is well over 11,710 numbers if they grow by the day. That tells you that something is wrong. For statisticians or the graph, you plot a graph like this or a pie chart, you go see say as the thing go, it they go higher and higher. So why not we sit down? That is why we don't bring Eduradio. Let us sit down and talk. Is it okay if between 1992 to 2017, our lecturers went on strike well over 20 times? Something is wrong. Maybe the budgetary allocation set aside for education is not adequate. Let's go back to memory lane. Sometimes as far back as the second National Development Plan implemented just less than 13.5%. That's 1971 to 1975. The fourth National Development Plan, 1981 to 1985, implemented, that has been the highest in the history of Nigeria, 17.03. Where are we and what are we doing? And yet, what was last year's budget? Why shouldn't our education be where it is when the budgetary allocation, even as set aside by UNESCO, that we should get 26% considering our population? We are about 200 million. We're always proud to say it. Today, Koro don't hold us for neck. Even sanitizer. Our lecturers, when supposed to sit down, do something. Our researchers, even the traditional herbalists when they're supposed to put together, where are we? But what I'm much more passionate about is the post-coronavirus pandemic. After this, where will they go? We are not a manufacturing nation. We don't produce. So why not for those where they bring in Toyota vehicle? Let us have an assemblage here, an assemble plant here. Toyota, we don't want the finished good. Come and assemble it here. It will create job. Camry, Benz, same, all of it. We patronize our own. The money go around us here. Our brothers, what is in the hospital clothes or kits where they bring in from China? For goodness sake. Senegal, don't go past that one. Bikonono, at the beguna. Policy people in education. Our curriculum is overdue for proper things to happen. We need to do something. The infrastructure, the decay in our universities, in our secondary schools, in our primary schools, we need to do something. Now, the Sustainable Development Goal, when they call SDG 4, we can talk about, say, people, when you say education, we need quality education, free and quality education from primary to secondary school. Is it there? Or is it on papers? Now, why is it that the population, they go around to other places? And when these people get this education, are they coming back to implement what they have learned over there? No. We need to change. Something is wrong. Today, no be too much talk. I just think we could use an intro. We don't use this opportunity as we lay our own program down for Eduradio. For sake of say, make we use and desensitize people on this one they call COVID-19, they call coronavirus. They work, even as we'll talk again, it's a National Orientation Agency. We see the wait for now. We get some people, when we don't use different language, they do our own. Make we hear from them. We don't use Igbo, we don't use Yoruba. We don't use Fulani. We don't use the several languages. Today, make we hear this language. Make it tell us, waiting, if it communicate to our own people. And you were there. Hello. Hello, good evening. And I'm here who they follow Jean Body like this for this evening Eduradio program.
My name is Prince Adakole Okochi.
Okay, Prince, how you doing?
Prince is doing well.
Okay.
Staying safe and keeping the distance.
Okay, bless you the jog.
I no jog. Oh.
I hope so they observe this social distancing and self-isolation.
1.5 meter na must. Family, day inside house.
Okay. We for Eduradio, we don't collapse our own program. Not to say it don't die, but for sake of say we get love for Nigerians where they out there. We now say okay, we go to join body with government, even though National Orientation Agency we still wait for them. We they help to sensitize people with our own languages, commit our own self, with our money, when we pay for this program. Where they happen for Love FM.
Interesting.
Use your language now where you hear. You hear your language?
Hey, are the speaker?
Hey, the devil is a liar. So make we hear you. Tell your people. Oh. Nacho.
Among ako kayufino, eko majulu ibo China na eke kimi, akocho. Abetengwa leno, igbo mina ki government aka abetenga kripole, efuwane. Efu mi oi nalo nehinya, kocho, eko dodo ana bomno, nen pono oi pe. Eni uibo hand sanitizer, no bi alcohol le ji punwa, abikayo inaboji gogo. Ayo ye nana, aye, ka tubu ache loli agen, ache ko ya anu makaya ma, olo tukwa ache geno, oche koko, iye kola lo, nuke ya gana lai, ma, alo number KCDC nege te hofalo pure text messenger, che alwa, jugu. Modern yayo ochi akwa ileu papa manga akoke yufino odadi gbomina ne iku government ka ko ya na agiro ya o elu fige mma o ifuga ke no pi so efua na lo enu yo na bo ka ke betting tra mem la ipolo mem lo acholo ole ipinu abeche gen efuga ku gege no na ipomaladam ale laki doma igbo gbomina po kalokiba kaloba epo na
Amacho. Anyacho. Abole. Hey, pema ode. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, brother. Thank you
for giving me this opportunity to speak to my people.
Okay.
And I know that those who can hear what I've said will adhere strictly because we don't joke with warnings from our people.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That is one of our brother there. We call us smoke for follow Jean Body with him. We they try to reach somebody when go give us whatever that at the comes. So yes, we get government. Our students wait, they wait. Not gonna just wait. We don't give enough for biology. We don't give enough for mathematics, oral English. What's that subject again? About 6 or 8 subjects. And today we get government. Like we do, we don't commit our own program because we love our children. Make we take this opportunity. If government, they are sincere as whatever, like other states, they go about it. We have the national network where they play everywhere. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hold the line there. You there online? You there on with us for Love 104.5 for the program that they call Eduradio with Omang Dave. Hold the line. If government is sincere, we get national network. In all the states, they have community stations. One contract they've been given for one government. Every community is supposed to get at least 2-3 studios or stations. But however, in all the states, imagine say make national or public schools where we're passionate about. Come set up, say there's a timetable, series of jingle. They'll get lectures between say 10 o'clock to 2. Then evening go start from 4 to maybe 6. Those who go farm, they go come back. This one are planning. This one are development. So that these children will go vague. However, look, we hear this is our brother where they call us now. Hello, good evening. Now who are you yarn this evening? Amos, where you the yarn with us from?
I did our local government,
okay, well done. Oh. We say we use our languages, we help government to make sure say we sensitize people with our own different lingua or language. You know, make them hear with us, make them share with us so that we will tell them, say, this thing not real, no be joke. Oh. Which language you be?
Ibibio from Akwa Ibom State.
Say! Akwa Ibom Sama!
Yeah.
Akwa Ibom Sama!
Yeah.
Say! Mbogo! Ye tiemio! Ye ben poro novio! Carry on, brother. Carry on.
Well done, sir.
No come.
Coronavirus, COVID-19. Our government even told me, yeah, for family. It's in a group of Kuron, Agbanico, Mbonsu. Then you mention a group of government, I can it's a high you see me with on is that I'm not even with on me. Even again, I know you government will have far away me, and in time coming on the talk and you make a fool, you go for a good on a panico. Government will have many people for me and me people. If we go for us, can we beauty out from Christian, can we walk them? Ya far away back so that it go on a COVID-19 or coronavirus. I found you want to call me, you can't hold me. So that I can bought them maybe bad idea, but government will before you can want to call on me. In here, you can't call on me. Can I need this in you? You might tell you got a song. If you saw your money, no, at least a distance to 10 minutes, I do better. You are working with me, I didn't know on Yanni, you know, I think if someone walk you won't go to face mask, you know, someone go to hand glove so that I know if we talk about virus on go to COVID-19, I don't go. So by the time you show global, virus already to go. So the talk maybe all when the talk you know, I could take government. I think because government are upon in onion. I mean, came from about to get about saying on I don't want to go COVID-19 and victory. Yeah, I know about you have to talk by one
So. Man. You say what is your name again?
Amos.
Hi, Amos. So. For young me Caraba, Quaibom, in the Tondito. Everybody that is listening to me that is on this program, I'm trying to tell you that coronavirus is very bad, and it can kill people anyhow. Don't try that. Don't carry your finger put for your nose and your mouth, because it can kill you.
I tell you, my brother, what are you talking about?
Don't talk about. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Amos. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Nigerians with the years like this. This one, our friend, our brother Amos, when using your own language, Akwa Ibom, I think like BBO, they communicate with us. Make we tell our brothers and sisters when either one want to get some doubt or otherwise. This thing why we are like this, now a product of somebody. We are well over 200 million. And imagine that we talk about trying to prepare ourselves for the rainy days, for what we need to see. Imagine with this 20 million, all the companies, the local companies within Nigeria begin fabricate either the gloves, either the face mask, either the kit in the wear for body. What is in this kit? Now, rocket science, when our Aba boys, our Kaduna boys, our Kanu guys, or Potaka guys, no, we saw them. Imagine the job where you go bring in. Give this site 500. We need 500 pieces of this thing. Give them the samples. Or when the Chinese people say they come into Nigeria, let them come with what they want. Let them come and produce it here. We learn. When we learn, in case we need it in some other time, we can do them. This thing will bring in more money for us. Please, Nigeria, let us begin to think inward. However, we get this, our lady, our friend Wayne sold this one for me. Give me a very national color because we love our country. Hello, what is your name?
My name is Gloria, sir.
Gloria, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Now, you saw this designer green, white, waiting, face mask
Yes,
for me, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me.
Sir?
Tell me, how much you take so one?
Okay. It's very simple to sew, sir, and then very easy to use.
Assuming somebody won't come, either say in get staffs, Instead of this one go there economically, just want make it just get them, so that when they use them, instead of buying over and over, they will wash them, use them later. And now somebody produce like 100, like 500. You feed produce, you get the capacity.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, so give us your telephone number in case people will want to reach out to you.
Okay, my telephone number is 090 31 28 33 00.
Give her one more time.
090 31 28 33 00.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope Nigerians will hear us. This one will save you some money when you just sow one or you sow more for your staffs, even for ministry or agency. This is made in Nigeria. We can afford it. Thank you very much. Make a great space for our teacher, our government teacher today. Government teacher, you have the floor. Come and take over. Teacher Festus, come over. So teacher, carry on. You are in charge. Go on, introduce yourself.
Hello, good day, my listener. Hello, good day, my listener. My name is Alozie Festus. We are live on radio on Love FM 104.5 on this program, Eduradio. We will be introducing this subject, government. You know, some of us, have forgotten this subject. And if you ask some people, can you be able to define government? They will start, doing some funny things. And this evening we'll be going through the subject, government. And we'll be looking at government as an institution. Yes. Is government an institution? Yes, government is an institution. A functionable one. All right. Let's just quickly see what will help us at the end of this study today. By the end of this study, definitely my listeners, my students should be able to define the word government. Secondly, they will be able to define government as an institution of a state. And thirdly, my listeners and my students can be able to define government as a process or government as an art of governing. We shall quickly look at the previous knowledge for this study for today. My listeners and my students shall be able to know that Nigeria is a functional government. Yes, a functionable government indeed. Now, we'll just move straight to the introduction. As I introduce this topic, let's just quickly define government. And we know that government can be defined as an institution. By this, government simply means the activities involved in controlling a country, a city, and a group of people. So government as an institution of a state may be defined again as an agency or a machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed, and attained. If there is no agency or a body to regulate people's activity, the society will degenerate to what Thomas Hobbes called primitive society, where life is or was solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. In other words, government as a process or art of governing. Again, we can as well define government as a process or an art in which the body is vested with the power and authority for maintaining security, peace, and stability in making and enforcing conventional and fundamental laws in a given state or society. When we talk about conventional, we are talking about those, traditional laws that we are inherited with in our various societies. Through the formulation and implementation of policies in the state, government as a process or art of governing regulate the activities of the citizens and at the same time steer the affair of the state. In other words, for the art of governing to be less cumbersome, government is divided or can be divided into three arms. We know that in Nigeria we have existing government, and our government is divided into three, namely we have the executives, we have the legislature, we have the judiciary. And we know that the executives are involved in implementing and executing the policies. And we also know that legislature is being saddled by making law. They are the one to make laws. And at the same time, the judiciary interprets the law. They interpret the law and also application of the law. Okay, we are going to also, as well look at government as a subject. Government as a subject of academic field of study. Government as an academic field of study can be defined as the study of agencies, political institutions, and dynamic of the state. The study involves looking into the functions and relationship between these institutions concerned in stirring up of the affairs of the state. It also studies international organizations of which the state has membership and the relationship between the state and other states in the world. When we talk about other states in the world, other countries in the world, which means that our country, Nigeria, may have a relationship between Great Britain, United States of America, and so on and so forth. Okay, we'll be looking at the functions of government. What are the functions of our government today? We will tell you, let's say, 5 functions of our government. Our government make laws for us. They make laws through our legislatures. Our government defend the country. They defend its territory using the military. They man our borders so that intruders will not come on our way and invade our country. The third one is that our government administers justice. Where justice is required, our government administers justice for its citizens. And number 4, economic functions. The economy of every country must boom. A booming country is a healthy country. A booming country is a country that have a future. And we are going to also look at number 5 of the functions of government, political functions. Yes, you know that politics in Nigeria is so sweet and is so strong. Definitely, that is what our government does. And number 6, protection of life and property. Yes, our life must be protected. Let's just take, for instance, in the pandemic that is ravaging the world today, the coronavirus, COVID-19, you find out that our government is on top of the situation, making sure that me and you, that our life and our property is being secured. All right, and at the same time, we'll be looking at government, one of the functions of government, provision of social amenities. Yes, you may ask me, in Nigeria, do our government provide social amenities for its citizens? Yes, they do. When you come to Abuja FCT, you see the third road there. You see, the electricity is working. You see the housing is working. You see water everywhere. Yes. Yes. If you ask me, I can say yes.